the Season 3 Revival South African Grand Prix. There will be two qualifying sessions. First one will be 12 minutes. The second one will be 8 minutes for the top 5. So whoever's the bottom drivers, they will be eliminated. And there's no tyre wear on these cars, so it is simply just a straight sprint. As we're already seeing some racing going on here as Lord Plains almost losing the car there as he was exiting the final corner. They're stopping in around each with a 14.4 in the first sector. He's the only one who's set a first sector time. The only one with a competitive first sector is I'm a Banana 530. Now sets a 14.1 in the first sector, but we're going to stay on board with this man here, but he's going wide. I think that has invalidated his lap time. Not entirely sure.
Hope it hasn't. First man to come across the line to set a lap time, a 105.1. The pole time, we're expecting around a mid 102, maybe a 101. As we now go on board with the ARU Race Roid, as Logan Ultramotive sets a 103.1, goes 2 seconds quicker than the ARU Race Roid, but here comes the Bujitsu, goes to the top with a 102.8. Next across the line will be Pharrell, sets a 108 as he drifts and takes the jump in the first corner. That's not the way that you want to take that corner. Who's on a quick and competitive lap time? Lord Plains in the X7 with the ORRA sponsor on the side. Of course, the racing league that he owns. And there's a purple middle sector as Lord Plains goes off. Purple middle sector by Logan Ultramotive. As he rounds the final corner. Bit of a tank slapper, but up to the line. He invalidated, but he wouldn't have gotten quicker anyway. Four times on the board as we're 3.5 minutes into the first session of the Revival season. As this is a man who is aiming for the top. It's Ducky 40042. The first session that Spiker is competing in as he goes up to the line. I don't know if he invalidated or not. He didn't. Goes up to third with a 104.5. So the first times are set as Logan Ultramotive is still going quicker even more in the Motive Motorsport car. Doesn't go wide. Up to the line, invalidated in the final. As he flips, he invalidated in the final sector. Sorry, just stuck in the middle of my sentence. As who just set a lap time there? Eisen just set a lap time. And he's knocked Pharrell, the first man to be in the elimination zone. Now we'll have a look at the X7 of Lord Plains that looked like a corner cut. And it was a corner cut. He still hasn't set a lap time. Right here is the season champion of Season 2. B17 Bomber Guy, he won it with the X7 racing team, the X7 Motorsport outfit that Lord Plains is running. But he started up his new team, the Wengling Marlboro GP team, who are looking like one of the favourites to win. Unfortunately, his teammate is not here. It looked like a corner car. I'm not sure though, as he rounds the final corner. It was an invalidation as Lord Plains sets a 13.8 first sector. He's absolutely blitzed the first sector. See what he can do. Coming around into the little stadium section. That looked a lot like a corner cut, and I think he's backing off. So his lap. Yeah, he invalidated. Or did he? He didn't validate. His lap is over. Or is it? Not entirely sure, but here he goes around the final corner for either the finish of his lap or the start of his next. He did invalidate on that time. It would have taken him up to P1 and out of the drop zone. No drivers currently setting competitive lap time so far as Lord Plains has hit a wall. So here comes Logan Ultramotive. He's validated his lap time too. Beyond 7 Bomber Guy just set a lap time. I completely missed that. He's now gone up into P2, and Eisen with his 106.3 is now in the drop zone. Now all eyes on Lord Plains. He's come runner-up twice in the championships that have run in 2020 and 2021. So he's got a lot to prove. He wants to be the champion. As we look at the previous pole sitters, there he is in 2021. And a fun fact, every single pole sitter here at Red Star Raceway has gone on to win the Grand Prix. So here he goes to start off his next lap. And let's see what he can do in the X7 car. His teammate is not here, much like a lot of other drivers. There's a spiker who was sort of in the way, and he's completely locked up at turn 2 and has just gone straight on. As Beyond 7 Bomber Guy goes even faster with a 102.7. So he is clean on through. What can the ARU Race Roy do? Can he stay out of the drop zone? His highest finish ever is 6th place as he comes up to the line, improves on his lap time, but does not improve his position. That could still yet help him. Is there a driver that just left? There was. Okay. Did Ferrell validate his lap? Yes, he did. There's a 14-1 now by Eisen in the Jaguar Zen Racing team. His teammate also not present, so a lot of drivers sticking it out with one car as they get to grips with the new model. 2 minutes remaining left in the session, so it is all to play for. Logan Automotive sets a 102.4. He's 0.3 ahead of the rest of the field, but Eisen's gone wide and he's lost his lap. That would have been on for what looked like it could have been a 104. So he's just lost his lap time. Pharrell 897. He's going quicker yet. Up he comes to the line. Doesn't invalidate. Did he stay in bounds in that last corner? He did. Goes up to P4. Knocks out Socadine Rain. Goes down to P6. And so now, the spiker who isn't on the track at the moment. He's the one that's being the most competitive. He's now looking at the drop zone, as Lord Plains is setting lap times, but they're all being invalidated. Just can't get a clean lap together. With a minute 10 remaining, he could have yet. And he did invalidate that last lap, so he needs to get around to the line to set another lap to try and get himself through into the next session, or he is out and it will start P8 in the Grand Prix. He's cutting all the corners just to try and get there. There's a loose spiker. A Soccer Dean Rain is improving. He's improving on his lap. He's just set a personal best first sector, but he spun the car, and I think he caught it. But he's losing time everywhere. He's just drifting around. I think he knows that he might be eliminated now. As the session is over, these are the laps that count. He's 3 seconds down in the middle sector. So the first eliminated man, as he rounds the final corner, it will be Soccer Ran account, as Eisen improves to P5 and knocks the spiker out. That was a good lap by the Jaguar, and there's Lord Plains going deep, and he's invalidated his lap. And so, the bottom 3 cars are the Spiker of Ducky, the ARU Raceroid of Soccer, and Lord Plains, who did not get a lap off. Those are the laps for Q1. Here we go for qualifying, the second session of qualifying, where we will see the top 5 drivers battle it out for 8 minutes to see who can improve the most. As there's the 2 Bijitsus, the Jaguar, the Motive Motorsport, and a Yuengling Marlboro car. It will be on 7 by my guy to start first lap. He brakes for the first corner. Round he goes. Now into the second corner, braking at the 100-meter board. It was a little bit wide, didn't hit the apex like he would have wanted to. And he's like around about 2/10s down on what he set originally. As Eisen sets a 14-1, Bomber Guy does go quicker in the second sector, however. A 26.5. He's en route to be the first finisher if he doesn't invalidate. In turn 12, goes through it nicely. Now into turns 13, and ran up to the line. He didn't invalidate. Invalidated in the middle sector. It would have been good enough for a 102.3. Who's going quicker? Beyond 7 Bomber Guy, but he's just gone wide. Who else is setting laps? We'll go on board with Logan Ultramotive, who had the fastest first... No, who had the fastest lap in the Q1, the first session. Here comes Logan Ultramotive up to the line. Looks like a banker time of 103.7. And that will not be enough. We predict it won't be enough to give him the fastest lap. As there's a 14.1 by B17 Bomber Guy. He set a good middle sector. Hard on the right hander. Did he invalidate there? Not entirely sure. Up to the line, 102.3. That is the benchmark for everyone else to chase. A 102.3, sorry. That's the target for everyone to aim at. And that's a pretty solid time. For our 897, slots behind Logan Ultramotive with a 103.7, but I Am a Banana goes for a 103.5. Goes even quicker, but then Eisen is goaded with a 105.1. We know that's not his best, as the pack in the middle all looking competitive, and then it's the lone wolf out at the front, the B17 Bomber Guy, who's going yet even faster, but I think he invalidated in the first corner, and he has invalidated his lap. We'll look now to the Bujitsu, but he's down on his time, as they're all invalidating everywhere. So now we're going to the Jaguar. He can improve his lap time drastically. He's down by a lot in the first, or for his banker lap. And that was a massive corner cut. He's not getting away with that one. That is a definite corner cut. It would have been good enough to get him up to P2. So, unfortunate for the Jaguar. A 14.3 in the first sector for this man who we're on board with. He's won exactly one race in SRL 1, but he's having a good old little battle here with the Motive Motorsport car. Trying to get track position, and going wide there is Logan Ultramotive, allowing I'm a Banana to go on through. Someone has left. I don't know who it is. Going flying was the Motive Motorsport car. But they stay equal. The fastest first sector with a 13.9 is the Yuengling Marlboro of V17 Bomber Guy. A minute 20 left in the session. So now these are the laps that count. Hits the bump that might have invalidated his lap time. He sets a 26.7 middle sector. This is good. This could be good enough for a 101 if he keeps it neat and tidy through turn 11, which he does. The long right-hander. Now into turn 12. The right-hander into the chicane of turn 13. And out and to the line. Invalidated in sector 2. It would have been a 102.0 as he's flipped on his final run. He won't get a final run in. As Eisen, he's lagging a lot, but he'll improve. 30 seconds left in the session. Logan Ultramotive goes up to P2 with a 102.7. He leapfrogs the man who he's battling with right now. Actually, right here with I Am a Banana. With 15 seconds left remaining in the session. And with the guy on the top spot not going to be able to set another lap. Eisen manages to cross the line with a 104.9, but he can set his final lap time. Logan Ultramotive's gone wide, which means that if Finley doesn't improve, which it looks like he won't, and he invalidated in the second sector, it will be B17 Bomber Guy on pole position yet again for the South African Grand Prix, followed by Logan Ultramotive in second, 4 cents back, and then it is I'm a Banana, then it's Pharrell, and then it's Eisen. That will be the pecking order for the top 5, and that's it for qualifying. The champion stays on top.